Alright guys, so in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use Google AI Studio for text-to-speech voice over. Okay, so if you want to use Google AI Studio for text-to-speech voice over, just watch this video step by step. That's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. Okay, so yeah, the first thing we need to do is that you want to make sure that you watch the video to the end. Okay, so you're not going to make a mistake. Most people don't watch to the end, so they end up making a lot of mistakes. So you want to stick till the end, so you're not going to make mistake. Let me just walk you through exactly how to use the Google AI Studio. All right, text to speech for voiceover. All right, so yeah, first thing we need to do is that you need to come over to the Google AI Studio website. So you open a tab on your browser and type in Google AI Studio. Okay, super simple, right? So the reason we are typing it instead of going directly to the website is because sometimes the website changes. All right, so they can change the website, so we have to type it first, and then the first one that comes up usually would be the website. So right now the website is aistudio.google.com. All right, I hope that makes sense. So we'll click on it, and it's loading. So right here, normally if you have a if you already have a Gmail account connected to your browser, maybe your Safari, Chrome, whatever, you would usually just it will usually just come up right there. So that's basically it. So yeah, once you're there, the next thing you need to do is that you notice on my screen you can see that we have the left hand menu bar, right, and then we have some things over the right hand bar as well, the menu at the right hand side. So on the left we have like playground, we have history, we have new app, we have my app, we have gallery, we have dashboard and documentation. All right, so this is what we have right now. So actually what we need to do right now is that you would also notice that at the center there are different features, right? But if you come close, you will see where it says here model and agents, models and agents. So if you click on models right here, so you notice that a different feature will come up, different features will come up. All right, so completely different feature from agent. So this is where we want to go to. All right, so remember we are still on playground. Another playground, we just move to models. All right, so yeah, once you're here, the next thing we need to do is that we need to come over to our you see that we have featured right here. We have code and chat, we have image generation, we have video generation, we have speech and music, and then we have real time. So you want to come here to speech and music. So this is where you want to come to. So it says here, explore our text to speech and music generation model. So this is exactly what we want. All right, so we'll click on it, and then it's going to open up something else for us. So this is usually the steps you need to go through. So I'm walking you so that you can be able to navigate your way, so when you're doing it on your own, you can be able to know exactly where to go to. All right, so what do we do now? All right, so right here we have the Gemini 3.5 live translation preview. This is not what we want because it says here a real-time speech-to-speech translation. So this one is for speech-to-speech translation. It is not text-to-speech. All right, so this is not what we want. So this one right here, the third one says Lyria 3 Pro preview. So it says here our advanced song and full song generative model with deep compositional understanding. So this one is for music, to generate music. This is not also what we want, and it's paid. But this one, the second one right here, it says Gemini 3.1 Flash TTS preview. TTS simply means text to speech. All right, so this is what we want. All right, so come down here. Yeah, so basically we'll come down here, and then when you're here, you'll see that the text to speech has different categories, right? So depending on what you want to use your text to speech for, Google has separated it to be able to make it easier for you to use. So right here we have like your everyday assistant. So this one, it says here a helpful professional personal assistant. I'm going to show you how it works in just a minute. But then this one right here, it says here the guarded NPC. So basically it creates multiple character dialogue in a fantasy setting. What this basically does is that you can create multiple character dialogue, so you can create conversations with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 persons at the same time. All right, so that's basically what this one is for. So this one right here, it says the energetic co-host, right? Energetic co-host, it says podcast style conversation, podcast style conversation. So like I said, it depends on what you're using it for, right? This one here, it says here the master storyteller. So this one usually for crafting, storytelling, narrations. Yeah, at the same time, you say it says here the ad voiceover. So if you want to do maybe a commercial promotion advert, any type of promo and all of that, so you can use this one. You're selling a product, so this one is most effective. So you can just at the same time check each of them out. So we have different ones right here. It says here the last one, it says the patient teacher, a patient and encouraging language teacher. So this one is maybe if you're trying to teach people Let's say you have an app, you're building an app that teaches people language, so you want to use this one, so it's most effective. So basically, what's the difference between them, right? Each of them. So let me show you exactly one or two differences, right? So you can see for yourself. But I also recommend you just go and see the one that best suits you. All right. So I'll just come here, click on the everyday assistant, click on it. So what does this everyday assistant do? So this one right here, you can just use it to create a monologue. All right. So you can use it to create a monologue, maybe a long. If you need help with something, you want to ask questions or something, or you want it to respond to you, those kinds of things, these kinds of text to speech. So it will just create those kinds of monologue for you. Monologue just means one person talking. All right, so one person talking, so that's just one monologue mean. So yeah, you can just read through, see how it looks like. You can create a second. It says add a speech block, so you can create a second speaker. That's what this speech block is for. Okay, create a second speaker, click on it right here, and then once you create a second speaker, yeah, you can use it to also maybe say something different. You can type in something different right here. Right, I can just type in things right here, and then it's going to read it out for us, convert it to speech for us. So this one as well, you can also remove it and then put in whatever you want. It's going to work. What's the difference between the the first and second one? So right here, as you can see, that you can just create you can also create a dialogue right here. All right, so you can also create a dialogue for you if you want to talk with 2 or 3 persons. At the same time, let me show you exactly what you can do. You can also adjust the speaker. So right here we have speaker 1, Ayode. I think that's the name. If I didn't pronounce it right, not my fault. But the first speaker is Ayode. All right. So this person, you can make some adjustment with the voice. All right. So you can make some adjustment on the voice. We can come here to empathic. This is style. For style, we have empathic, or empathetic rather. So you have empathetic right here. It says here vocal smile. It says the vocal smile, the soft palette is raised to keep the tone bright, sunny, and explicitly inviting. We also have newscaster. So this is like a newscaster format and all of that. So whispering, if you want it to whisper, if you want the empathetic, which is the one that we currently are using. Also have promo, deadpan, and all of that. So basically, you can just do some testing, right? Check out the voices that you want, the one you prefer. Try it. I'm going to show you exactly how to run each of the text to convert it to speech in just a minute. But then you also have like pace. Pace is like the speed, all right? So how fast you want the person to be going or how slow, depends on the that's what pace means. So you have natural. It says natural conversation pace. Rapid fire means fast, energetic, no dead air, sentences overlap slightly. You have the drift, so slow, liquid, zero urgency, long pause for breath, and all of that. So we also have the staccato, which is short, clipped sentences with distinct pause between words. Right. So yeah, you can just select. It depends on what you're doing. Again, like I said, also have accents. So right here, you can use like American Gen accent, American Valley accent, American Southern accent. All right, something like that. We also have like British accents, British Brixton accents. Also have Australian accents. So you can just select the type of voice that you want. Believe me, these things are actually very, very good. I've tried them out before. They are actually amazing. You're going to like them, so you can just try them out yourself, but keep watching. So once you have like something, you've written something, you want it to convert to speech, you want to come down here to where it says run control. Right, so run control at the bottom. This is where you click and then it will generate its voice for you. So you come here and then play exactly what it has here. All right, so you click on run for it to generate, right, and then you come here and click on play. That's basically how it works. All right, so if you want to go back and change your if you want to go back and change the voice, let's say, or the format, let's say you want to go back to maybe storytelling or podcast like. So how do we do that? You just come back here and then come back here and then select the one that you want. Also, if you want to go back to the main page, you want to come down here to under manage, you see dashboard. So if you want to go back to the main page, all right, click on dashboard and then you come to dashboard again. Dashboard now is at the top. Click on dashboard and then boom, it will take you down to the main page. So here we have our agent. Then you click on models. So it was under models that we're able to find the speech and music. So if you want to come back to this main page. So I just wanted to show you because sometimes they have a lot of features right here and it might be difficult for you to navigate your way. So I just want to show you exactly where to go to exactly. so you're not going to make too much mistakes or get confused. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, you can just play around with it, play around with everything, and then for the text to speech, you can come here, select maybe the ones that best suit your needs, right? You can just come here. It depends on what you're doing. If you're trying to create an app that teaches people language, you can use this one. I'm sure at some point they will allow us to connect to Claude, all those kind of things, so that we can create our own AI bots and all of that. So at the same time too, you have like the master storyteller and all of that. So that's basically it. You can select the one that best suits your need. If you're doing an ad promotion or something, you can just try these ones out. Let's see the ad and promotion voiceover. So right here, so you can see, you can actually just try it and see the voice if you actually like it. If it fits well, you can also, as usual, call me and adjust the voice, right, to something that you like. So promo hype slash hype, come here and set it right here, promo slash hype. So you notice that some of the things that were here in the previous one, like the assistance, the empathetic, is still here for us to change, right? So they made it very flexible, so you can make a lot of adjustments if you like, right? But basically that's actually how it works. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. So do well to like this video if you got any value. I believe I've showed you exactly how to use Google text to speech or Google AI Studio for text to speech voiceover, right? So do well to like the video if you got any value, and also subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. We make videos like this to help you out. Okay, so just subscribe, and with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.